Let me tell you a story. Or rather, let me tell you how to tell a story. It may seem simple. Start with an idea, add some characters, finish with an ending, or lack of one. But behind the scenes, so much effort goes into making these stories appear effortless and simple. Hours upon hours are condensed into a few moments on screen. And somehow, it's all worth it. None of us can really put into words why we dedicate so much of our lives into making these stories come alive, but I can say for a fact this is our passion. And I hope you can understand that after tonight. And I also hope you can understand that when the lights go down, the crowd goes silent, the projector begins to whir, that is the most exciting thing of our lives. So, let's begin.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm one of the students here from EZTV. We'd like to welcome you all to the second annual EZTV Film Fest. We all put a lot of effort in making these films tonight, so we really hope you guys enjoy them. So give you a quick rundown of a couple of the things that are going to be happening here tonight. For those students who will be winning awards, when your name is called, please come up on the stage left here, your right. Receive your marquee, and you can come over and make your acceptance speech. Please try and keep it short, as we are trying to get everybody out the door because of the weather. This is another reason we'd like to thank you for making it out here. Also, any flash photography, we would like you to not do that, please, because we are filming, just to keep from interfering with the filming process. If flash photography could be turned off, that would be awesome. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead here and introduce two of EZTV's finest, Megan Kelly and Kayla Moken, both seniors.
Alright, so our first marquee of the evening goes to an actor who's just recently started his acting journey, but did a phenomenal job in a recent production.
Alright! That's enough! Just one son, Sebastian. Was that too much to hope for? As long as you live under my reef, you will obey my rules. Have the strength and patience that I lack somehow. I will not have you building a shrine to them. But worshipping their rubbish, that breathe in solids on water, the totems of their decadence. I entrust my youngest daughter to you, and this is what happens. I had to have you cracked. I had to have you shelled.
Mr. McClendon.
Well, this was quite unexpected. Thank you all. It was a tremendous experience, and one that really opened my eyes to what these kids go through. I could not be more proud of what our students do, and impressed with the talent that they display, even, you know, as 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the evening and be safe going home.
McKenna, do you like commercials? I usually prefer the fast forward button, but in this case, I'll make an exception. Our next category for the evening is Best Commercial. Here are the nominees.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room and the ends.
Hi, I'm Cameron Farmer, senior of this Elizabeth High School marching band. Do you see this car?
Hasn't moved yet. And we're doing a full run through tonight. We have a big performance tomorrow. You know, tragedies like this happen every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Only you can move your car.
Some comfort here.
So please, call 1-800-MOVE YOUR CAR. Or just, I don't know, move your damn car. Thank you.
Promise me these. You wait for me only, scared of the lonely arms. The surface far below these birds.
For Best Commercial and PSA. Home, Shelter Dogs by Chloe Peterson, rated on So making this film, it was a really fun time. I just want to thank the Castle Rock Dumb Friends League for letting us film there. I want to thank my wonderful team that helped make this film, and most of all, I want to thank my amazing stars, Annalie Peterson, my sister, and our dog Valentine, who is actually here tonight. So, yes, thank you. I want to say thank you to my family for coming out here tonight, and to everybody who helped contribute to this film. And I just want to thank my peers for helping make the video.
seen Blue Planet?
I don't think so.
I have. I watched it as a very young child. Story time. Actually, when I was really young, my grandpa introduced me to Blue Planet. We watched season 2, episode 7, and it really stuck with me my whole life because halfway through the episode, there's a part where these Asian sea crabs are going back to the Atlantic Ocean to search for
I don't want to
food.
hear about how much you watched that single episode. I personally like the documentaries about the sea turtles better. It
That
relates
kind of
over. Yeah. The nominations for Best Documentary are.
And look, let's be candid here. This is a guy who's a first-year neuroscience PhD candidate student who spent nearly 3 months planning the death of not 1, not 10, but hundreds of human beings from this community. He was only able to kill 12 and injure 70, and for that we're thankful, but that's the magnitude of this crime. And at the end of the day, I thought to myself, if we're going to have a death penalty in Colorado, even the toughest one in the country, which this is the hardest one to achieve, even of the federal government. We have extra steps here that don't exist anywhere else. If we're going to have one on the books, how can it not be for a guy like this, under circumstances like this?
A pioneer in the film and animation that hit the century, an imaginative man who continues to inspire young children far after his death in 1966. The ignition to spark a revolution in the incorporation of sound into animation, the creator of the first full-length animated feature film.
And the winner of the marquee is Day of Rochler by Chloe Peterson.
So creating this film was really eye-opening on learning what the prosecutor for criminal cases actually does and what the death penalty is and all of that. And I just want to thank my mom and dad for helping set up the interview with George Brockler. And fun fact, he's running for governor in 2018, so vote for him.
We've had some really good anchors this year.
Yeah, we have, but you know, we were obviously the best. We were the first. Everyone learned from us.
We're not on
Yeah, it must be a typo. But with that being said, your nominations for Best Anchor Duo are.
Good morning, Cardinals. I'm Ben Humphrey.
And I'm a cheese quesadilla.
And welcome to the
And what is up, my dudes?
I can't. Thespian. Thespian.
Peon. Thespian. With a P. Thespian.
Who's Thes and why is he peeing?
Everybody pees, Ben. Even Kim Jong-un.
Let's go see what the Thespians are doing.
Thespian.
I think that's all we got today, Cardinals. So remember.
Take it easy.
No, you... And remember, Cardinals.
Easy, take it.
No, not Yoda, Chris. And remember, Cardinals.
Take it easy. Take it easy, mi hombres. Konnichiwa.
And remember, Cardinals.
Adios.
Take it easy.
Rockin', and rollin' us as seagulls. Stop it now. Coming with you.
Good morning, Cardinals. I'm Megan Kelly. And I'm Kayla Mulkin. And welcome to our fall EZTV broadcast. Today we'll be highlighting this month's current events. Great job, Cardinals, for winning our first home game. We definitely put the P in pep assembly.
P for pride, that is. Our softball girls have had a great start to their season. Let's take a peek at what really goes on behind the plate.
What an amazing group. You can take a look at the promo for girls softball on the EZTV website.
Homecoming is just around the corner,
which we all know calls for excessive shopping.
Mark your calendars for the homecoming dance, October 8th, 2016. Sorry for the interruption.
And don't forget, Cardinals, take it easy.
Welcome back, Cardinals.
I'm McKenna Eddy.
And I'm Michael Brend. And welcome to our New Year, New Me broadcast. Come support girls basketball, especially after seeing those chilling highlights.
Yeah. The new year often calls for some ridiculous resolutions.
New year, new me. I don't think I've ever met anyone who successfully stuck to their New Year's resolution.
Me either.
Me either.
That's all we have for today, Cardinals. Signing off, I'm Michael Brend.
I'm McKenna Eddy.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Kathy Saban, and I'm here to say that the 9 News weather team fully supports this broadcast. Even though you guys apparently don't have weather in the show, we're going to work on that.
And remember, Cardinals,
take it easy.
And the winner of Best Anchor Duos are... Oh my gosh, Damien, it wasn't in the thing, but it was definitely... It's not us, dude. So the Best EZTV Anchor Duo is Ben Humphrey and Chris Dolan.
Wrong way! Faster.
All right, this is great. It really is. I'm just gonna give a little anecdote here, a little story about this. We actually improvised that entire broadcast. Ben and Marcus, he always tells us, he's like, write up a script, I want to see a script, and so we wrote up the most vague thing we possibly could, and then we went from there. And so as soon as we start off that very first scene, the original line I actually came up with on the spot, because I'm like, I don't want to be as everyone else. And so Ben goes, hi, I'm Ben Humphrey, and I said, I'm a grilled cheese sandwich, and he died laughing. So I was like, let's do it again. So I changed it to cheese quesadilla. He died again, and well, I'm a cheese quesadilla. Thank you. Chris wrapped it up pretty well. That was so much fun to do, and thank you all very much. So, Connor, do you like TV intros? No. What about EZTV intros? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Alright, well, let's watch some. Fine. goes to The Office by Ben Humphrey, Megan Kelly, and Spencer.
This is something else that was really awesome that kind of almost came up by chance. It was the first actual broadcast that we did, and we were kind of sitting around scratching our heads trying to figure out what we wanted to do to intro the broadcast. And Megan and I had spent the entire last night watching The Office, so we were a little bit inspired. And so, I mean, like, really the idea kind of sprouted and it turned into
EZTV.
Well, that's news to me. That joke failed real quick.
Picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations.
For the past couple months, Elizabeth Police Department has been hosting the first annual Academy for Students. Throughout the Academy, students have learned various topics, from CPR to defensive tactics to DUI investigations. Here's what some of the officers involved have to say about it.
We started the Student Academy because it was a way for us to reach out to the community and to the students and to the schools and create a stronger partnership with everyone in the schools and the students, and to kind of humanize us as a police department and show students and teachers now too that are very supportive of this program that we as a police department aren't just enforcers, we're also individuals who care about what's happening within the schools, within our community. I believe that can be a very preventive measure for future issues. You know, they have someone to turn to, they know who we are, we have a character, and they can talk and communicate to us, and hopefully they can come to us before there's an issue where we have to go to them.
That we want them to see us as their partner, as their friend, someone they can reach out to if they need to for many, many reasons.
EZTV news segment is...
Homecoming recap. I'm Megan Kelly and Kayla Mulvey.
Wow, this is awesome. Considering all those new segments were really awesome, I thought this was probably the favorite one Kayla and I did. I don't know, I just thought it was really cool going through like all the different clips we had from Homecoming week, because as you can imagine, that's a crazy week. And so just going through everyone's footage and then like trying to pick out the best shots, because we had multiple people shooting the whole week, so it was really fun. So thank you. I think Megan kind of wrapped it up pretty good. Homecoming was like my favorite time of the year, so yeah. Thank you.
EHS has many great sports and extracurricular activities.
It's our job as EZTV to get you guys fired up about it.
So let's take a look at the best EZTV pros.
Running out of faith. Be careful who you tell. I'm running out of faith. Be careful who you tell. It's blackened in my name. My army never came. There's water under the bridge. Be careful who you tell. I think I look her in the eye. And you gotta love your way of life. 'Cause you gotta kill to feel the soul. Don't you know it's out of your control?
You're better off than I am.
I believe that we will. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
For my theme song, my leather black jeans on, my by any means on, part and I'm getting my scream on. Enter the kingdom, but watch it you bring home. Baby, we living in the moment, up in the minutes for the longest, but I ain't finished. I'm devoted, and you know it, and you know it. Ah!
Having some trouble?
Yep. All right. So the winner for the best EZTV promo is Winterguard.
I guess I'm going first. Well, I mean, that was fun. Okay, well, I guess. Oh, we're doing it again. All right, let's get this over with. It was really fun to make. So yeah, that's about it. Cool. Thanks.
I'd like to point something out that Connor didn't join us until the second semester, and this was his first project that he worked on, and it was great. It was wonderful teaching our young little Padawan how the world works.
I may or may not have had the camera out of focus the whole time. But
It was great. It was great either way.
None of his shots made it in.
That's not true.
It was fun. I had a lot of fun with the Osmo. I had a lot of fun with this camera, even though I apparently had favoritism with the camera. But yeah, thanks. And now we get to stay up here to present an award. Weird. Yeah, well, Marcus told us to write lines for all of these, but since this is improv category, we didn't do that.
I mean, why would you script something for improv? That seems completely impractical.
So now you're saying why we weren't nominated for anything? So just roll it, boys.
Recording live on EZTV Sports Center.
We're at Elizabeth High School for the varsity boys basketball game tonight. I'm your host, Yogi.
And I'm Boo Boo.
And welcome, Cardinals.
With Ashton from cross country. Ashton, how's your season going so far? Where are we at right now?
We're at Elizabeth High School.
Where are I? Where are I? So if Batman was bitten by a vampire, what would he be? Fun fact. Did you know that all the pools on the Titanic are actually still full?
Yes, I did.
Another fun fact. Frogs can't swallow with their eyes open. When hippos are angry, their sweat turns red. Also, alligators can't stick their tongues out, so. Good talking to you. Can you illustrate to me what sound a baby penguin makes? I'm sorry, can you do that one more time? Okay, thank you very much. You heard it here first, EZTV.
Asher, do pineapples go on pizza?
Yes! Yes, they do!
Do pineapples go on pizza?
No.
Tyler, do pineapples go on pizza?
Nah.
Bodie, do pineapples go on pizza?
No.
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 Yes.
No.
No. Yeah, of course I do. Is that even a question?
Yes.
All right.
We are here at the musical with these
3 mermaids and 1 jellyfish. With Ariel, we're here with Eric, Prince Eric, and Ursula, Little Mermaid. Yep, we're here with
I do not
Sebastian,
understand.
Senor Crab.
Hello, I am Crab.
And after the musical, and if there was anybody, one person in the entire musical involved, and you had to fight them, who would that person be?
Seth.
Wow.
Seth.
Seth, baby.
Hands down, Seth. You destroy him. His being going down.
Probably.
But look, can I brush your hair?
Sure.
It looks so good.
Ariel, who are you wearing right now? Who's this?
Jennifer Barclay.
That's a Jennifer Barclay. Wow, that's fantastic. Who are you wearing?
Jennifer Barclay.
Rebecca Anderson.
Me! The one and only Ann Christensen.
No. No. No.
6 hours later.
Oh yeah.
And the winner is Homecoming Dress Skit by Megan Kelly.
Okay, just to say, those Sports Center things cracked me up, so I'm really surprised they didn't win. Let's have a hand for those. This was kind of a last-minute idea because we were trying to fit, at the beginning of the year, we tried to make the broadcast fit with a theme, and it was homecoming, pre-homecoming. So we were trying to showcase a way how dress shopping really is for girls and how much their opinions really matter to their friends. Thank you.
This skit took a long time to make. A lot longer than it should have. We were there for a long, long time. Yeah, this skit was definitely one of my favorites, and it's a good one to look back on. And thank you so much.
Like they said, it was so much fun. I believe this was the first project that I ever did this year. And fun fact, I got to wear a dress, and luckily it was not in there, so thank
Hey Connor. Yes. Do you like experiments? Oh, yes. Not that type of experiment. Experimental films. Oh, yeah, that's a lot less exciting. Yeah, kind of. I prefer trailers. Yeah, I could agree with that. Yeah. Here are the nominees for experimental films and trailers.
No, I didn't want him to take me home. I was tired and I had a headache, that's all. It wasn't dizzy or anything. Her lives were changed. It wasn't even a migraine, it was just a headache. happened? My parents got me an insisted. eighth, and I He started insisted. singing. Anyway, You wouldn't take no for an answer.
I didn't.
Mom,
Jason
Jason
was
was
washed.
doing the national anthem.
I was black on the
You name it.
It's usually the girl who's the guy
I've never seen
producer. Jason always got sway.
There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I
fell
got
asleep.
to beware.
I must have been asleep a long time. I don't remember. How could there be no Tim? And how could Tim not exist if I was Tim? I am Tim. They told me I was different and that I had to try to fit back in. I hated that.
She making dainty, yeah, she run away, so hold her down with soggy clothes and breeze flows. Citrus in your fever, scream me again. Never kisses, do you ever send her posters? Do you know where the wildings go? They go another take your honey. Right down how we build a breakfast melody, my love, my love, 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 la 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 la. Muscle to muscle and soul to toe. The lyrics dream me by here I go. My heart sings as I jump on. Your record time as my shot at all. Do you know where the wildings go? They go on the day from honey. Way down how we build a breakfast on the sea, my love, my love, love, love. La 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 la, she bruises cold, she swaps, spit so short, hold her down with salty clothes and breeze flows. She's morphine, queen on my backseat, my love, my love, 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 la 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 la. Muscle to muscle and toe to toe. The lyrics grip me, but here I go. My heart sings as I jump out. Your record stand as my shot and all.
I don't know about you, but I think I might have nightmares after this. And the winner for Best Trailer and Experimental Film is, drum roll please. I'm sorry, I'm slow. And the winner is Michael Bay. No, I'm just joking. Asylum by Ben Humphrey, Meg Michaela, and Michael Gray.
Just get out of the way, the cigarette and July steak. I don't smoke. So Asylum came along, kind of a fun little story on this. Miss Barclay in our performance theater class, we usually put a play together and show at the end of our semester as our final grade for the class, but instead I convinced her to let us make it a film. So we did. And that was the trailer. And it was super fun. Good talk.
Yeah, he said it all. I mean, honestly, junior year, it was like, hey, Michael, where are you going? Ben's house. Why? We're making another film. So, thanks, guys.
And we got to make Michael look creepy, which was awesome.
Just so you guys are confused, I know it says intermission right now, but just forget that because we're not doing an intermission. All right, so Damien, have you ever heard that phrase, music is essential to life?
No. But when video and music are put together, it can make the best films.
You're right, put some dope cinematography together, some sick bass drops, and you got yourself a music video. So these are the nominees for Best Music Video.
City of stars, are you shining just for me? City of stars, there's so much that I can't see. Who knows? Is this the start of something wonderful and new? Or that I cannot make true.
Hold on to me as we go,
and go.
as we roll down this
this unfamiliar road.
Elizabeth has been my home for a very long time.
And although this wave is stringing us along,
and I can't wait to finally call something home.
just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
Papa should be in my place, or to fry like bacon, hang like lace. 'Cause I'm eager, young, and qualified. Got a date with that Cheryl in late July, so call Big Betty at my old streets. Kiss you so good you go weak in the knees. Come to see your old man, Papa, I wanna have you there. Oh, when my big heart stops, but don't you worry, don't you fret. Oh, I won't die with no regrets, because I'm eager, young and qualified. Well, I'm eager, young and starry-eyed. Well, the big leagues called. Oh, you know that I replied. I got a date with that chair. Oh, in late July. Oh, and it's coming up mighty, mighty, mighty fast. Just like
I was left to my own devices. Many days fell away with nothing to show, and the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Great clouds all over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? We were caught up and lost in all of our vices. In your poses tumbling down in the city that we love. Great clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. Oh, where do we begin? The rubble or our sins? Oh, where do we begin? The rubble or our sins?
Okay, and the marquee goes to.
Yeah.
It goes to Pompeii by Kieran Anderson.
I just want to say, wow. Those other music videos were great. I just want to say thank you to Mr. Marcus, because I wouldn't have been in the film at all if it weren't for him. And I just want to say thank you to my parents, and thank you to all who voted for me, and big shout out to these two for keeping me in check during that whole music video, because you know, I was messing around the whole time, but it turned out great, so thank you.
Well, I want to say thank you for being able to be with such a good group. Me and Kamo worked on a lot of videos together, and same with Kieran, I worked on a lot with him. And I'm so happy for my family to come out here, and for those family members that I know are not here. I know they'd be the loudest in the entire audience, so thank you.
I think everything has been covered, but I want to say thank you to my family and to these two for being great partners. So thank you.
Sorry, I can't help myself, but these guys are from the intro class, and that is a big upset. And I want you guys to know that the members, as you see on the program, there's 19 staff members at Elizabeth High School that participate in what we call our academy. And I mean, they go through like 3 hours of footage, you know, for all these films. I don't vote because I don't want to be accused of favoritism. And for these kids in the intro class, their first year of video production, to win this best music video, give it up for these guys.
All right, let's get Kieran.
So Megan,
Yes.
you ever heard of the film Ambiance?
I can't say that I have.
It's okay, neither did I. I looked it up 15 minutes ago. But it's actually the longest running film in history. It takes 30 days to watch the entire film.
So it's not a short film.
It's not a short film. These are short films.
You're right.
In fact, they're so short they might get dress coded by Pleafler.
Here are the nominees for Best Short Film.
It's June 12th, 2017. It all started here. No one. No family, no friends, not even any strangers. I'm the last one, and I'm unsure why. I'm running out of options. Maybe someone will be at the high school.
Can't find anybody. Nowhere to be found. What now?
But then,
I told you to scram. I'm not dealing with you right now. Oh, so you want to hear the story, huh? Alright, I'll tell you. It all began on that one day after school.
Alright, dude.
I guess I'll see you Monday. All right, cool. See ya. Catch you later, man.
Hey, seriously, for the last time, you are not in charge! Jack, I'm serious. Let me out now, or it's just going to get worse. I said now! For the last time! I've had enough! Get out of my head! Ugh. God, what will it take to get you out of my head? Jack, it's my turn. Let me out now. You're not there. I said now. Go away! Why won't you get out of my head for the last time? Stop trying to take control of my head. Right. Oh, thank God it's finally over. Oh, really? Really, Jack? What, this again? You're not getting away this time. You're not. Jack, I warned you. What are you doing? Stay away from me. Stay away from me.
Everything has a time limit, and your time is up.
So yeah, that concludes the story of the boys and his whatever part. Alright, I'll see you later. I got other business to do.
And the marquee goes to.
You're the worst. Emma Stone, La La Land.
Just kidding, we don't do that here. We're EZTV. Story time by Stetson Littlejohn.
I freaked myself out editing all that.
Where do I begin? I would like to thank my arms for always being by. Okay, no, I'm not doing that. But seriously, I did not expect this to happen. I thought I would lose. I mean, I tried my hardest to be the worst editor on this one. Nah, I'm just joking. I thought one of the intro kids would actually beat me, because theirs were actually pretty good. Better than mine, I think. Do I have anything? Nope, that's it.
Yeah, let me tell you, shout out to Ben Humphrey, my boy here, because every time he goes to edit a piece, I just kind of supervise. I'm really good at that, and he has this cajon, this big box drum. I just sit up on it, or rather lay down, I put my legs on, I fall asleep every time. So, editors make everything happen, and I'm appreciative. So, without further ado, let's go to the nominees.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And
And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
Oh, thank God it's finally over. Oh, really? Really, Jack? What, this again? You're not getting away this time. You're not. Jack, I warned you. What are you doing? Stay away from me. Stay away from me.
Everything has a time limit in your time.
A pioneer in the film and animation that hit the century, an imaginative man who continues to inspire young children far after his death in 1966. The ignition to spark a revolution in the incorporation of sound into animation, the creator of the first full-length animated feature film.
Television can be competition, yes. In other words, it's a medium that can keep people in their homes instead of get them out. But again, if you have the right kind of films, the people go out.
And an advocate to children for imagination, dreams, creativity, and widespread felicity.
The winner for Best Editing is Late July by Ben Humphrey and Crystal.
So, if any of you guys know Chris and I, you will know that Chris spends 90% of his time in my car in the passenger seat. And one day we were driving home from something cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff here.
Yeah, sometimes. And we were going home, and I was like, Chris, check this thing out. I was just playing the playlist, and we heard Late July, and we were like, we need to hit Megan with a hammer. That's the first thing. That was the first thing that came to our brains. So Late July came up. No, but we really did find out in the car that we were going to make this really fun film. Shout out to the golf course for letting us film. Shout out to Ryland Peterson for doing some awesome cinematography on those shots. He's from intro class. He did some awesome stuff. And yeah.
Yeah, it's been great. It really has. I just remember first hearing the song, you showed it to me. I was like, that is really cool. What is he saying? So we looked it up, and it turns out the song is actually about some guy. It's really grim. He like marries a woman, doesn't like her, I guess, kills her, goes off, gets arrested. It's a long story, and he's coming. Thank you.
Our next category for the evening is cinematography. Now, Caleb, do you even have a film without cinematography?
Nah, you can't edit without film. It would be dumb.
Honestly, don't know what it would be. We'll ponder on that one. Here are the nominees for Best Cinematography.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. Park it on a cliff where the good grass grows, till a chopper came along one sunny day. Oh, to burn my crops, lock me away. Well, I'm eager, young and qualified. Got a day with that chill in late July.
Alright, dude. I guess I'll see you Monday? Alright, cool. See ya. Catch you later, man.
So in a lot of other schools in their broadcasting classes, they have different groups of people who do all the different kind of things like the sports intros and others who just kind of work on some of the films. And in our broadcasting class, everybody in our class works on it together. So we all are in charge of different segments and we all take care of the whole broadcast together. And it's a really big deal in cinematography and editing, and it's a team effort, and I'm so proud of everybody. And I just want to give everybody in the broadcasting class and the intro class a big round of applause for their hard work. And the winner for Best Cinematography goes to Do a New Thing by Chloe Peterson. I really enjoyed making this film. You know, we live in a really beautiful part of Colorado, and it was not hard to depict it in this film. And I just want to thank my mom for helping me with the music and helping me with the lyrics, and also for my sister Claire, who's so beautiful and such a good little actress and model. So, thank you.
So how y'all doing tonight? Well, it's been a pretty fun night, but now we have some extremely, extremely special that I'd like to do now. It is my great honor to introduce an old student of Mr. Marcus's from his 6th grade class in 1978. Man, you really are old, Mr. Marcus.
That's a good Mr. Marcus feel, love you.
And as some of you may know, ever since I was an extremely, extremely young kid, I've wanted to be a United States Marine. And I watched this one film, and it was about Marines, and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. I want to do something with film, but I also want to be a Marine at the same time. So, but now it is my great pleasure to introduce a retired United States Navy veteran and a law enforcement officer, which served as law enforcement for 23 years, Mr. Troy Craig.
Just for the record, he called me an old student also, so. I just don't,
If you're old, that really makes me old.
My bad.
It's all relative to my kids. So. Well, first of all, I want to say congratulations to all of you. Some really great productions that you put on. It shows a lot of creativity, a lot of style, and I can tell, I don't know what the school capacity is here, but your ratio of talent to students is pretty darn high. So hats off to all you guys, and give yourselves a round of applause. So production's come a pretty long way, huh?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Oh no, you're not going to show that clip, are you? The 8mm?
Is that your first clip?
Oh, good Lord.
Do we have a clip of the first production Mr. Marcus ever put on? Think about that. That's how long Mr. Marcus has been teaching. Let's put that into perspective. Some parents might get this, but some kids might not even have a concept of it. The average car price when Mr. Marcus started teaching was $4,300. Gas prices were 65 cents a gallon. The first space shuttle wouldn't even go into space for another 4 years. The first Star Wars movie had just arrived in theaters. 40 years ago, big hair was all the rage. Do we have a clip of big hair anywhere? That was my teacher right there. But I think you were trying to emulate somebody.
Travolta.
Do we have a picture of John Travolta?
It refuses to open. There we go.
So was that what you were trying to look like?
Yeah.
Just making sure. So 40 years ago at home, we had to wait for our favorite show to come on TV, one of the 3 channels that we would have. 40 years ago, that's all we had. No DVRs, no on-demand, no binging. If we wanted to relive a television experience, we would place our audio cassette in front of the TV and press record, because VCRs weren't even around yet. Now VCRs are long gone, and so is Mr. Marcus's hair.
I had nothing to do a part of with that one.
Texting, video chat, Facebook Live, none of that was there. Either go to your friend's home or dial them up on a rotary phone. And if you were lucky, we had a push-button phone that we could use. Privacy was limited to how far the phone cord would actually reach from the phone. Nothing was wireless. If you had a question, you had to go to the library. There was no Google, there were no smartphones, GPS wasn't around just yet. We had to use maps or go to the gas station attendant to ask for directions if we ever got lost. A lot of things can happen in 40 years. But think about this, to teach for 40 years and to still have the energy and the ability to inspire others, that's a pretty big deal. I met Mr. Marcus around 1978, his second year of teaching, when I was a 6th grade student of his at Acres Green Elementary. At the time, I was a kid with many interests, but I suffered from a lack of focus and confidence, which caused me to direct my energies in ways that weren't always positive. Unbeknownst to me at the time, Mr. Marcus would identify my gifts and harness many of these energies to provide me with a better foundation, much of which I still stand on today. Before then, it never really occurred to me that a teacher could be someone that you could actually talk with and share experiences with, and have them care about the dialogue that was actually being exchanged. I know you guys get that by how you act with Mr. Marcus, I can see that. Dan taught me that communication was the key to opening the mind to ideas and opportunities, and in turn, find successes in so many things. Dan never seemed to work hard at communication, never seemed forced. I don't even believe it was any part of a teaching strategy of his. For Dan, communications was, and still is, a natural part of who he is, and he has learned to use that natural gift to help others to get everything they can out of themselves. Dan communicated and taught to me, not at me, bringing learning to life, whether it was reconstructing King Tut's tomb in the school basement, which later was condemned, you can tell them that story. Learning geography through playing a board game called Risk, or letting my imagination run wild with all things space related. Dan allowed me to learn the way that was best for me, not best for him. And in the age where critical thinking has become an often overlooked commodity, Dan taught me to appreciate the value of history and to appreciate another individual's perspective, to take a longer view of things and to try to understand something even though it might not seem important at the time. Whether it was through a history lesson or while staging a mock courtroom trial, Dan always seemed to find a way to provide a lesson or a life skill without students even realizing it. And remember, this is 6th grade, not high school, that he was doing this. Dan's methods taught me that there was more than one way to approach things. He allowed me to trust him and to learn from him, which in turn provided me with the motivation and confidence I needed to actually give something a try. He taught me that a teacher could be a mentor, a role model, and in time, a pretty good friend. When I first learned of this award, I presented a survey to many of his past and present students, his peers and supervisors, to gather their thoughts of how Dan may have affected them. The response was far beyond my expectations. Aside from the large number of responses I received, the surveys revealed something beyond a genuine appreciation and love for Dan. I couldn't help but notice how similar many of the comments were to my own recollection of my past experiences with him. What I saw in Dan in as early as 1978, his genuine concern and desire to communicate with others, was something that everyone surrounding him has also seen and been a beneficiary of. I was astonished to think that Dan has consistently been demonstrating these qualities and teaching others to do the same for over 40 years. Dan has clearly demonstrated that his students and the lives around him are an investment rather than a process. Dan has played an influential role in my life and should be a role model that all other teachers should aspire to. Every person has that one teacher that made everything click. Dan was that teacher for me. And it was all because he took the time to communicate. And this is why Dan Marcus has been nominated for the National Communication Association's 2017 Wallace A. Bacon Lifetime Teaching Excellence Award. The one thing I want you to know, though, Dan, is regardless of the outcome of this nomination, I think it's safe to say from everything I've seen here tonight and everything I've said here, that you've already received the greatest recognition any teacher could ever hope for, the respect and admiration of all your students. Dan has stood up for students for over 40 years, time very well spent by you. But now it's his turn. Please join me now by standing up for him and giving Mr. Marcus a well-deserved round of applause.
Thank you all. I really appreciate that. You know, when we had Troy come out as the mummy in the basement of the school, I just wonder how many first and second graders we scarred for life. You know, that actually had to go to therapy, you know, for that, because it was pretty real. It was pretty scary. I still do practical jokes, but... Oh, okay, I gotta gather myself, because that... Guys, one thing that and thank you so much, Troy. About a week after we filmed that 8mm clip, the superintendent of Douglas County came in and closed it down because it was against fire regulations. That's what he was talking about. I said, would you build this in the basement underneath the gym? Pretty, take those risks when you're a second-year teacher. Guys, I'm sorry. I know we're going to try to wrap things up really quick because I appreciate so much everyone coming out in this kind of weather, and I know we're hitting 8:30 and I was trying to get you out at 8, but we're going to try. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go to the students that already, we don't have to open any envelopes because they already have won state competitions earlier this year. So let's take a look at the qualifying state competition winning films.
Drones have been the most up-and-coming recreational and professional filming utility in 2016 and now 2017. It is a legitimate and exhilarating way to capture smooth, high-definition photo and video. Unfortunately, this spike in popularity has caused equal controversy over privacy policies regarding drones. The FAA has made it illegal for a drone user to use any content containing a person or persons without consent. Drone regulation mentions no limitations of flying over private property. However, one can find grounds for their complaint if the drone is causing a nuisance, it is being flown recklessly, or if it is violating state privacy law.
Oh my god! Oh, what's going on? Ah! 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 We had to send you a message from Benny Two-Face. What message?
Has anybody seen my watch?
Tommy, not right now. Back to business here.
Coffee's ready.
Thanks, Louie. The message from Tommy Two-Face. The message is...
Hey, I think the pizza's here. How you doing?
Good, how's it going?
Good. Hey, Mikey, the pizza's here.
Pizza's here. Make sure you give her a nice tip.
Yeah, bring some in here. You want any pizza? Yeah.
Hey, hurry up in there.
I'll do it. Do what? Here's the message. Are you gonna kill me? No, that's disgusting. Why would you ever do that?
What kind of pigs do you think we are? We just want your prepared presentation.
Hey, seriously though, where's my watch?
God, Tommy, again with the watch.
The death penalty. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it right? Is it wrong? Is it necessary? History will tell us. Capital punishment is a legal penalty in America, currently used by 32 states and the federal government. In 1972, the U.S. Supreme Court suspended the death penalty and reinstated it in 1976. From 1800 to 2013, 14,000 people were executed in the United States. Prosecutors are each faced with the question to end the case in a life sentence or a death penalty. Then, the death penalty debate came to Colorado. When? In 2012. Where? Aurora. Murderer? James Holmes. Prosecutor? George Brockler.
Most people don't know. There are a jillion lawyers out there. Very few of them do any trial work at all. Most of them are paper pushers or deal makers or advisors in one way or the other. So the ability to stand up and go to trial, to stand up and make an argument in front of a judge or a jury is a pretty limited skill in terms of the law, but it's one that's very unique and special in my opinion. Not everybody can do it, and many of those that do it can't do it very well.
And while I am disappointed at the outcome, I am not disappointed with this system, and I'm not disappointed with this process. I thought death, I still think death is justice for what that guy did, but the system said otherwise, and I honor that. I'll respect that outcome.
We're going to keep everything rolling and then have everyone come up at once, you know, that made these state-winning films. This next thing we're going to do, I want to try something different. We've never done this, you know, before. What we're going to do is I'm calling this one the Cinematic Excellence Audience Choice Award. So what I want you to do is I want you to watch both of these films side by side, Misfire and then Ring of Fire, and then when the title screen comes up again on my cue, you're going to clap for both, but the one that receives the loudest applause, and you can hoot and holler and cheer and everything too, that one's going to be the winner. Don't worry about how you're affecting this outcome, because if you notice the names, it's the same four. So they're going to win. It's just the question of which one. Okay, roll it.
and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burned, burned, burned. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire.
Thank you.